Yeah, so we're going to start. My live already.
You are live. Would you like the air conditioning, the HVAC off? No, you should just open the door.
Somebody just open the door. It's too hot. Let's close it now. Okay, hi everybody. How's the sound? Good. Okay, happy Tuesday. Tuesday. So for those of you who are new, they know that we're starting, right? Yeah. Thank you, Sam. So for those of you who are new, I'm Chandra Easton, and this is my Tuesday night class. I'm here pretty much every Tuesday. It's an ongoing drop-in style class, and you're welcome to drop in as you need to, or I encourage you, if you can, come regularly to do that, because we're just starting a study of a wonderful book called On the Path to Enlightenment. It's a compilation of beautiful teachings from many different teachers. And the author is Mathieu Ricard. He's a really wonderful French philosopher and Buddhist monk who is a translator. He's been around the Dharma and Tibetan Buddhism for decades. And over the years of his translation work and translating orally for his teachers, his lamas, he's compiled his favorite little anecdotes and quotes and quotations and stories and organized them in this book. I've read it many times. It's one of those types of books where you could do, like they call it like a book drop, like, hey, what does the universe want to teach me today? And pretty much get good medicine, whatever page you turn to. So we're going to be talking about this book probably for many months. Yeah, it just depends. I don't have a grand scheme in terms of the rhythm, but basically it's going to be like a theme per week. So last week we talked about contemplating the precious human life. So that was our first topic of discussion. I read a quote from that section and then we talked about it. And tonight we'll continue with the next topic, which I'll share after the meditation. So it's nice if you want to dive in and study this book, which basically covers the whole path from beginning to end, from like foundational contemplations and ideas, philosophies, how to orient your mind towards the Dharma, towards spiritual practice, from the beginning, middle, and then the end, the fruition of the path, and very beautiful advanced teachings as well. So I recommend getting this, and it's a great audiobook too. How many people have gotten the audiobook? Have you started listening to it? Just a little bit, yeah. It's a very good, one of my favorite readers is reading this book. I don't remember his name exactly. He reads a lot of great Dharma books. He's got a good job. He does a good job. And so it's a wonderful book. I've taught this before at the San Francisco Dharma Collective, and the group really enjoyed it. So I thought, when we finished the mind training slogans a few weeks ago, I thought this could be a good thing to bring to you all. It's wonderful. Really, this will give you a great foundation in Dharma, especially Tibetan Buddhism or Vajrayana, the diamond vehicle or tantric stream of Buddhism, which is based on the earlier teachings, the Mahayana that came before Tantra, and then before that, the early teachings of the Buddha. Tantric Buddhism isn't some spin-off that totally disconnected from Buddhism. It built on the prior two developmental phases, and it includes it. So it's very cool. And I see we're mostly women in this group. It's very inclusive for women. That's why I find Tantric Buddhism to be very appealing. It's nice to feel included, Women teachers, divine feminine principles. Oops, I'm guilty. It's actually good that happened, because now you have no fear to look in your purse and make sure your phone is turned off. Better now than in the middle of some deep meditation. Okay, so couple announcements. On June 15th, we will have a kirtan here. It's a Sunday night at 7 o'clock. We have a wonderful event that I'll be participating in. It's the album release first concert we've ever done live for my 21 Taras collective project. So maybe you know, maybe you don't know, I wrote a book called Embodying Tara, 21 Manifestations to Awaken Your Innate Wisdom. And I write about each of the 21 Taras from the Nyingma, the elders' tradition of Buddhism. And then there are mantras, her iconography, her meaning, stories, Dharma teachings. So my friends and I, my friends are full-blown kirtan artists, like they're professional. It's a hobby for me, but for them, it's their life. And we teamed up, wrote melodies for the mantras in that book for each of the taras. And we've recorded the first 7 melodies that we composed. And it's beautifully produced by a wonderful producer, Tina Malia. Maybe some of you know her. Yeah, she's very good. And we've released the album. We're doing a pre-sale right now. And then this June 15th kirtan will be like the big launch, where now it's going to be on Spotify. It'll be out in the world. And Nina Rao will be here, and Genevieve Walker will be here, and the 3 of us in our band have a tabla player, some different musicians, and Alembic has graciously agreed to be the host of this important moment. So please come if you like to chant, if you like devotional singing and chanting with a Buddhist angle. There'll be Hindu melodies and other things too, but it's really devoted to the 21 Taras in the Buddhist tradition. And then there was something else, June 24th. June 24th, I'm doing a day long, it's Sunday, and it's called Deepening into Presence. So this class is called Releasing into Presence. It's sort of natural letting go into Rigpa, into presence. And I've been wanting to do this for some time, which is to offer a longer format where people who are familiar with these teachings can go deeper with me. We can spend a lot of time practicing in the morning. I'll guide the practices. And then we'll have a potluck lunch. And then in the afternoon, we'll have circle where you can ask questions and have a sort of counsel deepening of in the relational field, meaning you can open yourself to me in the sense of what's going on in your practice. I can connect with you and give you my input, and you'd be witnessed in the circle. I'm very curious about this. One of my teachers does this a lot. I've been in this type of format a lot in my life, and I've really learned a lot through that. You might think, oh, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's actually very healing to be witnessed by people. And we learn a lot by observing people ask questions and do their own work around their obstacles or their questions about their practice. So that's the afternoon. So practice in the morning, potluck where we can connect with each other, and then this kind of council meditation circle. So that's June 24th, Sunday, from 10 to 4.
29th.
June 29th.
24th is a Tuesday.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. He's the executive director. He's got it. June 29th. So in order to do that, you have to have taken at least 4 of these Tuesday night classes, and that can either be online with this, because there are YouTubing folks and capabilities there, or done a retreat with me or done one-on-one work with me. I want you to be familiar with my teaching because we're going to go deeper. That's why the day long is called Deepening into Presence. So if that's something that you are interested in and you're brand new tonight and you like what we do, then just come a few more times and then you'll fulfill the requirement. Yeah. Okay. Any questions about that? Anything else? No? Good? Nothing else? Okay.
We got stuff to talk about. There are a couple of fun things going on this
Yeah,
weekend.
please tell them now. I'd like to get announcements out of the way.
Hi. I'm Sam Webster. I'm the director here at the Olympic. A couple of things going on this weekend. Rachel Budd is doing a piece on her herbal work, which specifically a a botanical toolkit for integration after psychotropic exercises and explorations. So got to come down afterwards, basically. And that evening, we're having a concert. A variety of Indian music with a woman named Prema, who's a classically trained Indian woman who's dealing with the use of sound to generate samadhi, to generate union. So another fun thing that'll be at 7. So one's from 1 to 4, and then in the evening 7 until they stop. Probably 7, 9 or so.
So what day was that again?
This is Saturday. Thank you. Those are the special events. You should make sure you're on our newsletter so you hear about all these things in time. You can sign up on that at the iPad at the door. Thank you.
Do they make iPods anymore?
I don't think they do.
I don't know if
had to
they
get
do.
an old one when I needed to replace mine.
Yeah. On eBay. Okay, so what we've been doing lately is we start with some movement and then we sit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we did last week, which is seated warm-up. So straighten your legs. You can stay seated on your cushion. If you need to spread out, you can. There's plenty of room. Yeah. And if you can sit flat on the floor, fine, good. But if you need to sit up on a cushion, do that too. We start with the feet. So we start with the base because it's like, a tree before it sprouts up and flowers to the sky, it sends the taproot down. So we start with the base. So take the hands behind you a bit and straighten the arms so that your chest is lifted and you're sitting up nice and straight. Firm the legs, flex the feet. And now what we're going to do is just move the toes, not the ankles, just the toes, starting with the right. 1, then left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Now we do pointing with the ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Flex. Now to the left. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bend the right knee. Take the hands and start to massage the back of the knee. Just intuitively strum all those tendons and muscles. Make sure they're loosening up before you sit in a cross-legged position for meditation. And then work your way down the calf on self-massage. And then back up. And then along the hamstring, and strum those hamstrings. And the breath is deep. Relax, natural rhythm. Yeah, good. Come back to the knee and then other side. Good. Making sure the tissues behind the knee are nice and supple, and then begin to work your way down the calf to the ankle and then back up. Yeah, and whatever intuitively feels good to you, go for it. Make your way back up and massage the back of the hamstring. Keep breathing. Yeah, good. And then make your way back down to the knee. All right. Then straighten the left and shake it out. Good. Okay. Take your right ankle, cross it over the left thigh. If you don't have socks on, then you can try to interlace the fingers between the toes. If you have socks on or don't want to do that, you can just grab the top of the toes and then stabilize with the right hand. So it's the left hand that's between the toes. Everybody got that? Sometimes people flip. Good. All right, let's circle. Big circles. 1, 2. It's like you're trying to start an old car, like those crank start engine. And then palpate while you're rotating. This helps with the lymph and the circulation, the blood. Do about 30. I'm not counting, so I'm going to pretend I'm counting. It's hard to talk and count at the same time, I have to admit. All right, let's switch. 1, 2, 3 directions. So I need an assistant to count. Who's a yoga teacher in here? I'm sure we have like half the room's a yoga teacher. Everybody's a yoga teacher these days. It's good. We need that. We need yoga, right? Right, Manny?
Yes.
Are you a yoga teacher? Other side. All right. And start to rotate and palpate. Keep the bottom leg nice and firm and flex that bottom leg. Foot. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Really crank it, really crank it. Don't go nice on that ankle. You can challenge it. No pain, no gain. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, straighten and shake it out again. Good. Cross again. This time, same type of hold with the left hand, if you can, between the toes, or hold the toes. But this time, your right hand, I'm not mirroring you, so just do what I say, not what I do. Right hand reaches around right here on the outer thigh. And then sit up straight, and even just this is a nice posture to try to have some integrity through the spine. Your shin, take a look at it. Is it parallel with the floor? So that's what we're going for here. Sitting up nice and tall. Now what you're going to do, it's like you're stirring the cauldron. 1. And the whole point of this is to get rotation happening at the head of the femur and the ball in the socket of the hip. Yeah, very nice. 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 1, just keep the breathing. Notice if you're holding the breath, keep it nice. And some of you are kind of spacing out, letting the shin come down. Keep it up high, parallel with the floor. This is a core workout. If you're trying to really sit up straight, 10. All right, other side. Other side. Some of you were here for that bad joke I made a long time ago. Okay, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, you're doing that in the chair like the best I've ever seen it done in the chair. You look like you're flying. 9 and 10. Good. Now, take your right foot in your hands like a platter, if you can. Like you're holding the foot like it's a roast pig. No, I'm kidding. And then you take the top of the foot and place it on the thigh. If you can, rotate at the hip. So we're not pushing with the knee. Okay, so this movement, this access is happening because your hip is opening. So please never get like pushy with the knee. You have to like bow down to the knee and listen to the knee, because you're the one who's got to walk out of this room tonight, not me, with you and your body. It's your body. So what you do is you hug it in nice and tight, and remember, sit up straight. We're strengthening your paraspinal muscles here and your core. So that's a big part of this. And then release it down without pushing, just see how far it will go, and then draw it up. And then release it down, up, down, up. You may notice after a few reps, the hip starts to open, the left leg is flexed. 9 and 10. Bring it up one last time. And then hug around the knee and sit up even taller and see if you can take a few breaths and feel the stretch through the low back, the hip. Take a deep breath into your belly. Good. And then release down. And switch. So I didn't give the variation. The variation, if that's too intense, coming closer to the navel, then you can also do this with the ankle near the knee, okay? So either way, be real nice and respectful with the knee. Sit up nice and tall, and then hug the knee in. And then release it down without pushing, just let gravity take it. That's good. My teacher, when he taught me this, it was like he was pushing, but you only do that if you've got the mobility. You only really do that if the knee is somewhat close to the floor and the hip has that mobility. Yeah. 9 and 10. Now hold it. Sit up nice and tall. Take a couple breaths into the belly. Release tension out of the shoulders with the out breath. Good. All right. Good. Okay, so now come into a comfortable cross-legged position. The advanced is to do the lotus, or the next level is just doing a comfortable cross-legged position, or sit in a chair again. That's the most advanced because there's no ego there. You just do it. All right. See, I've got to show off and show you I can do lotus because I worked so hard. It's all ego. No, I'm kidding. It's a comfortable position if you can take it. All right, so take whatever is comfortable for you. Take your hands on the thighs or on the soles of the feet if you're in lotus. Now we're going to work from the top of the body down to the base. Inhale, exhale, release the chin down, and then start to circle to the right with the nose, making circles. 1, like you're drawing a circle on a mirror with your nose. 2, relax the shoulders. 3, if you have any neck issues, feel free to modify. One easier way is just moving forward and back and side to side. Keep going. 1 more circle. And the next time you come around to the chest, then reverse to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with the head, because it's a sensitive area of the body, I don't go too long here. I just do 5 repetitions instead of 10. So after the 5th, come up to center. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now take the palms of the hands and press them right into the crease of the hips. Really make contact there. This is a marma point, a vital junction in the Indian way of viewing the body. So we're stimulating circulation there. All right, so then we start to circle with the shoulders, keeping the hands contact on the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, breathing. 4, loving yourself and all of your beauty and challenge and gifts. And 10, good. So then now we move to the elbows. So we do this by back of the hands together, relax the shoulders down from the ears. Now what you're going to do is try to keep the hands together as much as possible as you bring the hands toward the heart and then open. This is making an offering. Yes. Keep the hands touching. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 1, sit up taller. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, breathstroke. And then you cut across the waist with the palms up, and then again stroke. Careful of your neighbor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8, 9. Good. Nice way to adjust. 10. All right. And then reverse. Cut back. And then, so we're really working the shoulders here. So you cut back and the shoulders roll. Then cut. Back of the hands touch. Roll. Palms up. Cut. Back of the hands touch. Roll. Yeah, like that. Now smooth it out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now take the hands together, interlace the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Kind of double time. 4, 5, 6. Keep the eyes resting at the wrists. This is meditation has already started. And then to the right. 1. Try to keep your attention within your sphere of experience, like a ball, a bubble of prana, energy around you. So start to keep the eyes sort of at their downward cast towards the floor as a drishti, a focal point. But of course here you're moving, so move the head. Little tap at the front of the body, at the shoulder, tap at the back of the body, the kidney points. Notice the mental chatter, you might be thinking about everything else except what you're doing right now. The mind might be half here. See if you can bring it fully here in your body. Notice something even more subtle. Really be in the body with the breath. And last time to the right, last time to the left. Hands down on the thighs, circle the navel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. You can make bigger movements. I have a spine injury, so I make small, concentrated movements. If you've got the accessibility, make bigger circles with the navel. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we go forward and back, waving like seaweed in the ocean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Inhale. Bring the arms, interlace the fingers, bring them up, overhead. Inhale. Reach up nice and tall. And exhale, turn to your right, turning from the navel, using the paraspinal muscles. Then inhale back to center. Then exhale to the left. Now, if you have shoulder issues, you can also put your hands in prayer at the heart. Inhale to center. And then exhale from the navel. It's all the navel and the paraspinal muscles. To the right. Inhale to center. It's like a release valve. Inhale, fill up, and then exhale, squeeze the breath out as you twist the torso to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Now stay here. Inhale. We'll do 3 breaths. Stay. Exhale. Reach up higher through the arms if they're up. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the navel draw back towards the spine. Lift up higher and twist more. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Twist a little more. Then inhale. Back to center. Lift up tall. And then exhale from the navel. Turning to the left. Stay. Inhale. Exhale. Usually when we twist, we use our arms and we force things. Here, all you have is your strength. Inhale and your breath. Yeah, if it's uncomfortable for you, again, you can do the hands in prayer. Yeah, You're doing good. Yeah, the most important thing here is working from the navel. And then with your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, palms up, then thumbs down. Turn the shoulders, reverse prayer. Take the palms together behind you. If you can, I'll show you. And if another variation is to hold the elbows. So this is a bit easier. Or you can take the hands in reverse prayer and then sidle them up a little higher along the spine if you can. Press the palms together. The shoulders can shift forward a little bit. It's like the upper arms roll forward. And press the palms. Regardless, inhale and then exhale, release the base of the skull back towards the fingers, towards the arm. Inhale. Exhale. Smooth breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale. With your next inhalation, bring the head forward. Now, if you're comfortable here and you feel like you can really stay rooted back in your sits bones, you can stay where you are with the hands as you fold forward. Some people won't feel comfortable doing that. If not, if that's you, bring the hands on the floor and walk yourself forward using the support of the hands. And we'll take 5 breaths in this forward fold. Make sure your hips are really glued back on your cushion. You don't want to jam your knees with your body weight. Stay rooted back on the sits bones. So some of you are up on pillows, so I worry about you jamming your knees if you're too high up and then you're leaning into the knees. So just be careful with that. Yeah. Release the head down. Breathe into the navel. Release tension with the out breath. One more breath here. And exhale. Good. And slowly inhale. Coming up. Release the legs. Inhale, arms fold, and then with an exhale, you bah like a sheep and shake out your torso. Bah! Shake it all out. Inhale. Bah! Shake the torso, the lungs, the heart. Inhale. Bah! Good. Okay, so now straighten the legs, shake out the knees, or just rub them, whatever's good for you. Now I want to get you a little bit warmer before we sit. So this is everybody's favorite move. You're going to sit on your toes. So you sit on your heels with your toes folded under. Now, if you need help with your knees, you can take a blanket and shove a blanket down between the thighs and then sit like that. Or if you need to, you can do the easiest variation probably, which is to just balance up on your feet like this. The idea is to lengthen the back, the soles of the feet. So you're sitting, your sits bones are planted right on the heels. Your torso is upright. The weight is going down into the feet. Take your thumbs and wrap your fingers around the thumbs and place the fists on the thighs. Widen the knees. Yeah, so if you can, widen the knees. If you're in the full position, make sure the knees aren't together. If you're up on the easy version, you can have your knees together. So relax the chest. Take this pose as if you could hold it for 30 minutes. See if you could just relax as much as possible. You won't have to hold it for that long. But really settle in and see if the mind can become more quiet. Gaze at an angle towards the floor. The thumbs represent the mind, so by covering the thumbs with the fingers, it's like putting a weighted blanket on the body. It calms vata, calms the air element, which is related to the movement of the mind. Take a couple more breaths here. Good. Now exhale, bring the knees together, point the toes and sit on the heels. And then lean the arms back. I'll show you from the side. Leaning back a bit, and then you're going to bring the knees up as much as possible. So it's like you're pinning the feet underneath you, and you're bringing the knees up. It stretches the tops of the feet. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Yeah, and if this isn't even possible, that's okay. Simply sitting in virasana is good. Sit up nice and tall. 2 more breaths. Yeah, see if you can get the knees a little higher. You're really trying to stretch the front of the feet. Yeah, that's good. Breathe. Yeah, that's good. Good, Suzanne. You've got your feet working out there. Okay, good. All right, so then now we're going to come down. I'm going to curl the toes under, and if it's good for you, come into a forward fold. It can be nice and easy. You can keep the knees bent if you need to. Let the head drape down. Or if you want, you can straighten through the knees and bow the forehead towards the shins. Even bring the forehead to the shins if you have that access. Take 5 breaths here. Good. Yeah, take whatever variation of Uttanasana you like. Good. And then bending the knees really deep, and then you're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale. The arms overhead. Exhale. Good. So now take the feet. This is the last thing we'll do. It's like a simple or easier horse stance. You think of it like a pony stance. Won't go very deep, but it's going to build some strength and circulation in your legs, and that will set you up for a good seated practice. All right. So what we do is we come into this. The feet are just slightly turned out, not too much, and they're hip width distance apart. With your inhale, you could just watch me here if you're new, especially you. With the inhale, you begin to bend the knees and open the arms like this. So the back of the hands are touching, and it's called opening the circle. So that whole movement is with the inhale. We go inhale, yeah, and then exhale. Bring the hands at the level of the navel and look down and feel as if you're holding a ball of energy in the palms. Good. The elbows aren't hugging too close to the body. They're a little broad. Relax the shoulders. The torso is vertical. Don't lean forward or back. And then notice the soles of your feet. Are you gripping? Are you a little heavy on one foot, lighter on the other? Nice and even between the feet, and soften the soles of the feet. Relax the toes. Some of you could bend a little more in the legs. This is meant to get into the thighs. We're so averse to being in the legs. It's normal. See if you can start to move through that barrier and feel the layer of the bones in the legs. Yeah, you're going to feel some heat here. That's what we want. Notice if you're gripping the buttocks, the low back, pelvic floor, soften. The gaze is at an angle towards the floor. Treat this like a standing meditation. You know, in the traditional Qigong and Tai Chi, martial arts traditions, they build you up to holding this for an hour. I've never done that. But soften the soles of the feet. Yeah. Root into the shin bones. Take the heat that's in the thighs and dissolve them into the bone, the marrow. This is how you repattern your genetic makeup. Dissolve the heat into the marrow of the bone. Good. Inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten the legs and push down through the arms. Inhale. Hold the breath in as you start to press the hands down. Now exhale as the hands pass in front of the face. Pack that prana down into the earth, into the feet. Inhale. Chin down. Holding. Then exhale. One more like this. Inhale, nice and slow. Chin down. Exhale. Okay, good. Now you shake out your legs. Ooh, all right. Did you know you were going to do so much yoga tonight? No? I hope you're pleasantly surprised. So that's what we're going to be doing for quite a while. The feedback I'm getting is people are really enjoying the movement at the beginning, and the sit tends to feel really good. So I hope that is your experience tonight. We'll probably keep doing that. So next time you come, make sure you're wearing something comfortable. Okay, so let's sit down. Take a moment to make yourself comfortable. We won't always do this much yoga. Usually it's about a half hour of sitting. Of practice of movement, and then about 35, 40 minutes of meditation. So make sure you find a seat that you feel you can hold for about 35 minutes or so in relative stillness and relaxation, comfort, ease. And then really commit to being in this shape as best as you can. But knowing that if you absolutely have to move, like you've checked yourself a couple times, do I really need to move? And if it's a yes, then just do so quietly and mindfully. Quietly and mindfully. The main idea is to thread the moment-to-moment awareness, that wakeful, mindful presence throughout every part of your life, whether it's scratching your head or sitting in samadhi. One taste. It's all equally an opportunity to be present, to release into presence, which is your true nature. Wakeful, luminous, ground of being. So we're just dropping right in from moving meditation to stillness meditation, but the quality of awareness is the same. Stay in the body with the breath. Releasing tension with the out-breath. Really enjoying this simple presence, the simple quality of being with yourself in this wonderful space, the supportive community. There's a momentum here, a unified field that supports all of you. This feeling of being grateful for all the gifts that bring us into this very moment. Refreshing your own heartfelt wish for your life, your motivation for practice. What is that? In this quest to be a deeper thinking, feeling being in this beautiful life, courage, curiosity that it takes to do that. That's what we're cultivating here. Infusing that personal aspiration that you've made for yourself with the vast motivation of bodhicitta, the spirit of awakening for the benefit of all beings. cultivating this compassionate, expansive heart, the ability to regard all beings as equal. And we practice for the welfare of all beings, including ourselves. Bodhicitta. And then we know, as we're turning inward and feeling what's here for ourselves right now, that the only true journey is the journey inward. And through making that journey, then everything else we do will be all the better, the wiser, the richer. The breath is always the anchor that you can come back to. If just resting in the simple presence of being feels a little nebulous and you drift off, then take a breath and let that breath anchor you down into your body. Come back home. Rejoice in that moment. No shame, no problem. It's all good. What a gift to remember when we've forgotten. A helpful phrase offered by Buddha Shakyamuni for mindfulness of breathing is a little gati. Gati is like a phrase or a mantra. And that is saying quiet, silently to yourself as you breathe in, you'd say, soothing the field of the body. I breathe in. Then soothing the field of the body, I breathe out. Let this hypnotize you, bring you into a deeper state of concentration, in the best sense of the word, dropping into a deeper state of trance, of flow state, whatever that feels like to you. Soothing the field of the body, breathe in. Soothing the field of the body, breathe out. Thus one trains. The field of the body is the whole field of tactile experience from head to toe. Feeling, emotion, thoughts, everything's in there. Breathing to yourself as the anchor. Soothing the field of the body. I breathe in. Soothing the field of the body. I breathe out. You can shorten it in any way you like. Tip of the tongue is at the upper palate, the root of the front teeth, top front teeth. Jaw is relaxed, the face is relaxed. Chest is lifted, shoulder blades down the back. Belly is relaxed. Soothing the field of the body. Breathe in, soothing the field of the body. Breathe out. Inevitably, thoughts arise, they bubble up. Thoughts themselves are not the problem. It's the grasping or attachment onto those thoughts that lead us astray, wandering in delusion. The only task is to not wander and soothe the field of the body as you breathe in and out, as if this were the most interesting thing in the world. Thoughts bubble up, but just pay no mind. Free of distraction, free of grasping. Feel a quality of spaciousness broaden, expand within you. And releasing the phrase, and let yourself rest just simply with the breath. Again, coming back to this simple presence of being, relaxed, spacious, wakeful, releasing into presence, meaning release fixation, grasping onto thought, or memories, or projections, feelings in the body. Notice them arise and pass, but soften that impulse to cling on to them. Give yourself some distance, some space between you and a thought. And then release that feeling in the somatic body, the grasping incites within the body with the exhalation. It's like an unraveling, a releasing. And in that releasing and unraveling, you come into a more spacious, clear, relaxed quality of awareness, presence. It's an undoing, releasing into your natural state, releasing the grasping. The mind wonders, what am I supposed to be doing? The answer, relax, release into presence. Release the asking. Release the sense of self that thinks you need to be doing something. Release into presence. And the contemplation for tonight is impermanence and the uncertainty of the time of death. This is the common meditative contemplation that I will guide you through tonight. In the prior class, we focused on this precious human life with its leisures, its endowments, the capacity and the gifts that we have to practice Dharma, to walk our own path. And this next theme is to contemplate in the depth of our meditation as well as in our daily life the ever-changing coming and going of all things, from the very largest level of the cosmos, the earth, mountains, streams, glaciers, the change, everything that comes into being will pass out of being and transform, all the way down to the most subtle level of moments of time, infinitesimal aspects of our awareness. All that seems to exist in a sustainable way inexorably changes. And it is because of this subtle impermanence that Buddhism compares the world to a dream or an illusion, an ungraspable constant flux. And you can witness that in the tasks that you're doing right now. It's observing the mind, the thoughts, the moods, feelings that arise and pass. That is impermanence. The ever-changing dynamic, the tides within you. Shakyamuni Buddha said, like a shooting star, a mirage, a flame, an optical illusion, dewdrops, bubbles in water, a dream, a lightning flash, and a cloud. Thus consider all composite things. So everything that is composite, everything that comes together through causes and conditions, will at some point dissolve, transform, change. So ponder that in the depth of your meditation now, in the stillness, examples in your own life, your own experience of things that have come into being that you thought might last and then they passed away. Experiences, possessions, people, experience of joy and sorrow. Godrakpa Sonam Gyaltsen said, body impermanent like spring mist, mind insubstantial like empty sky. Thoughts unestablished like breezes in space. Think about these 3 points over and over. And contemplate that this body, in some way, we assume that it will last till the very old age of perhaps our ancestors, but in reality, we don't know. We don't know. It's the great mystery. And so, in that way, we mustn't waste time, but really make use of our time here. In something that has deep and lasting meaning. And from the Buddhist perspective, from contemplative perspectives, that is cultivating the mind, befriending the mind, and touching down on the innermost potential of our consciousness. Instead of putting that off and getting busy with all sorts of activities, instead put those activities off and put your mind to practice. Practice the Dharma. Because at the moment of death, the only thing we can take with us is our consciousness, our spirit, our soul, whatever you'd like to call it. But the karmic imprints, what we've cultivated. If we've cultivated negativity, that will go along with us. If we've cultivated positive states, altruistic, loving, wise states, that will go with us. Milarepa, the great yogi saint of Tibet, said, "Fearing death, I went into the mountains. Through meditating on the uncertainty of when it will come, I conquered the immortal bastion of the unchanging state. Now my fear of death is long gone." He touched in on his Buddha nature, the depth of the unchanging, unborn, undying state. That is the purpose of Dharma. Because that nature of mind, the Buddha nature, is imbued with love, luminosity, wisdom. That is your birthright. That is the essence of who you truly are. I'll read it again to conclude. Milarepa said, "Fearing death, I went into the mountains. Through meditating on the uncertainty of when it will come, I conquered the immortal bastion of the unchanging state. Now my fear of death is long gone." So through meditating on death and impermanence, he came to realize the nature of his own undying state, beyond the relative level of birth and death. That is a great yogi. You can do that too. In meditation, we drop beneath the surface waves of birth and death, likes and dislikes, fear and hope, and we drop down into that undying state that is unified with God, Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Yahweh, Allah, Great Mother. So before I ring the bell, make a personal prayer for yourself. It might be something like, may I commit to walking my path of awakening, wherever that takes me. Some kind of internal commitment to yourself that feels good and authentic. And make that. As I ring the bell 3 times, let that drop deeper and deeper and deeper within you. You can even repeat it 3 times with each bell. Thank you. Thank you. Let's come back together. Maybe if we could get the lights up just a little bit would be great. Feel free to take a moment and stretch your legs if you need to. Do something with the body. Reach your arms overhead. Death and impermanence doesn't have to be a drag, you know. It can give you a new commitment and vigor for your life. It's like that saying, you know, live every day as if it were your last. I try to do that with my kids too. You know, if they come over, like my older one comes over and then has to go out again or leave me, I really, like, I don't know. We don't know if we're going to see the people we love again, you know? How do you want to have your last moment with them? You never know. Make it good, you know? Let go of the shit and the resentment as best as you can and be honest. It takes a kind of fearlessness to be honest. Don't you ever wonder what would your life be like if you were completely honest all the time? I'm so tempted to do that. What if we did like a year? Like, okay, we all commit. We're going to be completely honest. Oh, sometimes I really just want to do that, but I'm afraid. Sometimes little white lie is a good thing to do. But the reason I said that is because of the fearlessness it takes to be, you know, authentic and loving, even towards someone who might be hating on you right now. Like, can you love them? Can you see them as your teacher? Like, thank you, you're a gift. You're really challenging me right now, and I'm needing to practice patience. So, any comments, questions about death and impermanence? Could you turn that around so I don't forget to do the mantra? I bring my harmonium, I write out the mantra, and then we're just gonna, that's gonna be the end of class, and I've forgotten to do it. So that'll come in a moment, but you know, this is a common teaching. These are the 4 thoughts that turn the mind. We've gone through the first 2, right? We've contemplated last week the precious human life, not to waste it, and then the second contemplation that turns the mind towards the Dharma is death and impermanence. Yay! Don't waste our life. Death could come at any time. Om Namah Shivaya. But please, we pray, at least not for another day. How do you feel after contemplating that for yourself? You know, but a lot of people think meditating is about just quieting the mind and not thinking about anything. But a huge aspect of meditation is contemplating topics in the depth of meditation so that it really gets deep in the grooves. If your neuronal connections? Do you feel like you were able to feel, oh yeah, impermanence? Yep. I see it, feel it. Sometimes we love it, sometimes we hate it, but it's always there. And the only issue, they say, with it is our attachment. That's what causes us to suffer with impermanence. It's a kind of clingy graspiness that we have towards what we like, pushing away what we don't like. Our friends become our foes become our friends, our husbands become our enemies, our wives become our enemies, our enemies become our wives and our partners, and it's always changing. The best friend can become your most person who breaks your heart, the worst. Sometimes we have to let go or say goodbye to people we love and we don't want to, but we mature through all of these experiences. That's about contemplating impermanence makes us a mature practitioner, because we realize, we don't have to freak out every time something changes. Do you have friends who are like, oh my God, it's like, well, life didn't make any promise. The goddess didn't make any promises to you that it's all going to go your way. Yeah. Well, here's a goddess, Tara Vinashini. She's the 13th of the 21 Taras. Tara, her longer name is Tara Ripu Chakra Vinashini. Vinashini means to demolish. I call her Demolition Tara. And what does she demolish? Negativity, ignorance, delusion, the stuff that causes us to suffer, that causes hatred and anger and greed in the world. That's what she's demolishing. Don't you want her on your side? So she's red in color. She's very fierce. She looks like Tara, but she's red, dark red. And she's baring her fangs and her eyes are wide open. And she's like, Ripu Chakra means the ring of enemies. So she doesn't let the ring of enemies come in. Now, what that means is, like, she's a good one to pray to when war and invasion and abuse is happening, but she's also one that is prayed to around our own internal dynamics of, like, the negativity we hold inside of ourselves. Like, how do we heal that? How do we say enough is enough? Okay, I get it. I'm a piece of shit. I heard you. Fuck off. Like, time to go over there. Go. She's the one who gives us that strength to say, stop, Don't you want that? Let's everybody say it. Stop. Stop. Yeah, you got to practice it sometimes. So that when the time comes, you're ready. Okay, so her mantra is very fierce and wrathful. It has this root 10-syllable mantra to it that is all of the taras, all the 21 taras mantra, which is Om Tare Tu Tare Ture. And then if you were to jump down to the Svaha, that looks like a Spana.
Yeah.
Shanana. Shanana. No, that should be an H. Svaha. That's Tara's 10-syllable mantra. You guys know that, right? A lot of people know the green Tara mantra. Now, we have some words in between. Vajra Jvala, Part, Raksha, and then Svaha. So repeat after me, we'll go from the beginning. Om Tare, Tu Tare Ture, Vajra, Jvala, Part, Raksha, Svaha. Good. So Om Tare, Tu Tare Ture means Om, O Tara. Om is a universal sound of consciousness. Tare is O Tara. Tu Tare means O powerful Tara. Ture means the swift one. That's her epithet, the swift one. And Vajra is this adamantine scepter. It's the indestructible nature of mind. It's that undying state of consciousness that we were getting to in meditation. That's what the Vajra symbolizes. It also symbolizes the sacred masculine, which is skillful means and compassion. Whereas the sacred feminine is the the bell. It's the Tibetan style bell, and that symbolizes emptiness and the wisdom into emptiness. That's the feminine principle in Tantric Buddhism. So Vajra here is this, and then Jvala means a blaze or blazing. So it's blazing Vajras. So she sends out blazing Vajras, and she creates this protective double Vajra rainbow tent around places that are in danger. It's her, this image of her. It's really beautiful. And then pat is a seed syllable, a bija mantra. You go pat, say it, pat, and curl the tongue. The T with the dot is a ka, curled back, retroflexive. Part. Good. Good. Part. Damn, you guys are good tonight. Okay. Raksha. So part. So part means to cut through the shit. It's an onomatopoeia. It cuts through duality, delusion, grasping, reification, solidification of self and other and all that. Raksha means protection. And that's what she's offering. The dot under the S makes it a sh, again, a retroflexive sh. Raksha, not raksha. It's raksha. The A sounds like a U when it's short. Om tare tu re, you say?
Om tare tu re.
Vajrajvala. So it's a sharp vajra. It's not vajra. Vajra. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Jvala. Good. That's blazing. So blazing vajras. Part. Raksha. Svaha. Good. Okay, so this is done. This has 4-part melody, and we do it together. But I'm going to sing each new part alone, so you can hear me. Okay, so the first one goes Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. So do that with me. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. This messes me up sometimes. So it goes, listen again. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. See that? Svaha. Do it. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Good. Svaha. Do it. Svaha. Good. Again, together. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Good. Now listen, the next part. Om tare tu. Oh shit! Come on. Why did I do it at home? Fine, and I can't do it in the group. So let me go back to the beginning. Listen. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Om tare tu Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. I'll just sing the whole thing. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Okay, let's do it. We'll just go. I'll sing loud. Start at the beginning. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part raksha svaha. Om tare tu re vajra jvala part Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Last time. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Tare Tu Re Vajra Jvala Pat Pat Raksha Raksha Swaha. Om Namo Aryatara. 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 Om Namo Aryatara, 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 Om Namo Aryatara. We'll close by a dedication of any positive energy we've cultivated through our collective practice for the benefit of all beings everywhere. Offer it up like a drop of water, releasing into the vast ocean of positive energy of merit, abundance, goodness, peace, all of it becomes limitless when it's offered up. Thank you, everybody. May all beings, through this merit, taste the sweetness of their own true nature. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we could chant more, but we're 5 minutes over time. You can be free to go if you want. I don't know, this 21st Tara is wanting to come through. If you have to go, you can go. This is Om Tare Tu Tare Ture, Mari Che Che Brum Rija Svaha. Just chant for a few more minutes. If you want to stay, you can stay. If you have to go, we're serenading you as you leave. Thank you. Blessings on your way. This is a longevity Tara. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. It's on the back of your sheet. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re, Mari Che Che Brahmi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi 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 Jaswaha. Now your turn, sing. Om Tare Tu Re. Good. Again, sing loud. Next part. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Keep going, sing loud. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Keep going. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Next part. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Again, together. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Om Tare Tu Re. Mari Che Bromi Jaswaha. Tara, rays of light. Tara Marichi. Thank you, everybody. We had a little bonus time together. I appreciate that. It's so sweet to sing in a group, you know. Don't get to do that all the time. So be well, everyone. And I'll see you next week or some other place in the cosmos. Take care. You know, if you need to like get back into your body before you get in your car and drive off.
Sing next week.
What?
What are we gonna sing next week?
I don't know. What we can. It's sometimes it comes on the drive here. What do you want to sing next week? You have a request? It'll be good. Something by the Beatles. Yeah, I heard "Let It Be" once upon a time.
Let it be.
You can dramatize any rock and roll song. What? It's the 13th. I forgot to write that down.
I was like looking from back there. I was like,
That's not enough. Yeah, that's the Om. That's the Om. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Do the mantra. Chant the mantra. Take a picture of the mantra if you want to. Keep doing it at home.
Is it in the book?
It's in the book. And if you forget the melody, you can find the YouTube channel, the Alembic, and just fast forward a little bit.
Safe travels there. Thank you.
Yeah, go to the Alembic or my YouTube channel. It's on both.
May I ask you a question? So, do you, I was referred to you by Charity Allen, you know her? And she's an assistant teacher to Easton. Yes, I know her. Yeah. But I know Dustin. Yeah. I've been a student, I've known him for longer than he's been a teacher, so. Yeah, right. Yeah. But,
You studied with him,
I did. Yeah. Very lucky. But I just, you never got to meet him. Really an interesting character. So unusual. Yeah. But I'm curious whether, do you teach in Colorado too?
Yeah.
So I have a friend who's a newly ordained priest who's coming to stay with me from southern Spain, and I think